What's up? You can't hear anything?
No, I can hear myself when I speak.
Damn it.
Is it? Yo, that background's OD. Where y'all at?
What about some? He has headphones in. What about we just connect the AirPods? Throw the AirPods in. Well, they just connect. How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is that better? Can you hear yourself?
Yo, I can't hear myself in the background. We good now.
We're good to go?
We good. Let's rock out.
We're good. All right, buddy. Thanks.
Champ, we in the building.
This is Grayson's setup.
I ain't gonna lie, this shit OD. It look like, damn. Where y'all at? That's in Ohio?
Yeah, this is downtown Canton, Ohio. As Grayson would say, home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that bit hard. I ain't gonna hold you. How you feeling, Friga? What's going on, man?
Bro, I feel great. I'm great right now. I'm excited. There's a lot going on, and I'm excited to hop on here, B. I'm excited to be on here.
What's been going on, man? I feel like you MIA right now, but I ain't gonna lie. I seen the one-on-one versus cruise ship, and I've been seeing a lot of the NBA players. I seen what's homeboy name from NC State?
DJ Burns.
DJ Burns, big man, tough as hell. What's been going on with you, bro?
We have a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
We got the pay-per-view coming up, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
We're filming a bunch. We just got done filming Frigmas maybe 2 weeks ago, which was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. And we've got this massive announcement that we don't have coming until early January, so that's obviously taking like a ton of time, but I'm excited about it.
I know what it is.
Very excited.
I know. I do know. I'm spoiling it.
Oh, okay.
Scotty versus Grayson.
No,
Scotty versus Grayson. Scotty versus. Brother, man, how you feel about TNC 03, man? What's going on? What's going through your mind about that?
I'm ecstatic, bro. I'm ecstatic because I feel like it has TNC 03 has every component to making the card perfect. We've got the highlight entertainment game in J. Lou and Bucks, which, by the way, like, you saw how crazy that went when it got dropped. Like, they're excited about it, you know, and people talk about this space being wins, losses, and all that stuff, but also we got to think about, like, it's our job as on the production side to put on the best games, you know, like as a 1v1 company, we want to put out entertaining games too. And both of them are tough, and I feel like they deserve that stage, you know, to prove that and show that. Then you've got, you know, the highly skilled games that are like, man, I don't know who's going to win this game. Obviously, you're going to have your favorites on, like, C4 versus Tay. That's just, like, the high skill. You're gonna see a lot with that. And, you know, Keon and Reese, we got the newcomer, right? And that's kind of like I said, you hit every component. So you got the entertainment, you got the skill, you got the newcomer, and then we get into Day and Lat, and then you know, that's another highly skilled game. But also what I would argue that I haven't heard much is I think that that's going to be a very good defensive game. Like, I think we're going to see some really good stops.
Yeah.
Which is really fun in 1v1. Like, obviously you see so many really tough buckets, and that's what people will gravitate towards and how you can dominate. But I really like watching somebody get a good stop.
This video is sponsored by Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching sports. The first part lineup is going to be Luka Doncic to have more than 50.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He is the catalyst for that offense for the Los Angeles Lakers. And with LeBron James being back healthy and Austin Reeves, I think Luka Doncic is going to hit that assist mark. And we all know Luka Doncic can score the basketball at a high level as well as rebound. Luka Doncic, more than 50.5 points, rebounds, and assists tonight. Next ball lineup is going to be Cooper Flag to have less than 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists. It's going to be his first time playing against LeBron James in Los Angeles, so I think he's going to be a little bit starstruck. And with Luka Doncic playing his old team, I don't think Cooper Flag is going to have a really good game tonight. We're going to go less than 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Cooper Flag. Y'all already know what to do, man. Click the link in the description, download Prize Picks, and use code BLS to receive $50 guaranteed once you place your first $5 lineup. That is code BLS, and you're going to receive $50 guaranteed once you place your first $5 lineup. Also, if you guys want to be a part of the Prize Picks Discord, link in my description to join my Discord. We're doing daily lineups for you guys. If you guys want to follow along, join my Discord. Link is in the description. Yeah.
And I feel like Lat isn't people, his defense is really good. I was watching it on the TNC league, and he just mirrors the offensive player so well. Like if you have the ball and you're triple threat and you're jabbing, he's going with that jab. You know, some people will just leave a hand, and it's just they're both good defenders. So that's what's fun about that game to me. And then, of course, you got Rob Darius, the one game that's not YouTube, you know, TNC. It's, you know, pro overseas versus one of the top guys in this entire scene. And what makes it fun is, like, I feel like the storyline itself, it's the fact that there wasn't like a previous beef or something. This is like, we get to watch this crossover of this pro overseas that's got all these accolades. It's got very well respected in the professional world, and then you've got Rob, who's got the social media, the YouTube accolades. He's got real basketball accolades outside of that. But when we're talking about YouTube versus pro, that's what we're talking about, and that's another component to the card. And then finally, this very full circle moment of Cam versus Moon to end the night as the main event is a completely different component. So when you talk about my excitement for TNC03 and the things that I like really love about it, I love that it hits every aspect of what next chapter is about and why we're growing. And just to get on the Cam versus Moon, I'm sure we'll go through every matchup and maybe who I have, but
yeah, just
one more thing about that is, like, even in the promo, the intro and stuff that dropped today early on TNC League, and I believe is out on YouTube now, like, you get to see when Cam and Moon first ever checked up, and obviously it wasn't like as real as it is now, but it was still, you know, they were playing for that win, that loss, and just knowing where both of them started and to see it come full circle to this, like, I remember talking about this with both of them when we first merged and started to do our thing. There was always the conversations of, like, one day we'll do this, one day we'll do that, and we're really starting to turn that page. And, you know, the one thing I say about this being full circle is, like, right now you can tell the next chapter and this scene is, like, really turning that page and turning that corner into, like, okay, now people are talking about this outside of just our space and just us. This is like the game that makes sense, like Cam versus Moon, before we really turn these next chapters and we get these other matchups. Like, yes, we're still gonna have YouTuber matchups, but you gotta have YouTuber pros if we can have the conversation. And if we can get NBA guys or a pro guy to play a YouTuber, it's great, and we're still gonna have the YouTube versus YouTube. So it's just really cool that Cam and Moon, like, right before we know we're turning this next page, is like they've been a part of cultivating this whole space. So it's really cool. That's my long thoughts on TNC.
Nah, go ahead, because people don't hear from you at all in this type of aspect. That's why I let you rock out. Do you think Cam and Moon is the most 50-50 matchup in YouTube history? I think it is.
I guess, like, since I'm struggling answering it would be pretty, but I'm thinking, like, ever, right? What was another matchup that was, like, ever? Because I think BJ and Caleb are fairly close. They're 1-1, and, like, when they play, I'm like, I don't know who's gonna win this.
Yeah.
But Cam versus Moon, ooh, I don't know, man. That's a good question.
It's a great, bro. I think it is.
That one stumps me for sure. It could be.
Same build, same height, same speed, damn near same athleticism. Jumpers about the same. Obviously, they got different games and how they get to stuff, but in terms of consistency, efficiency, and athleticism, dog mentality, it's like, who the fuck you like? That's who you got winning.
Yeah.
I think that's a perfect main event, bro.
Yeah, it's really close to call. Like, I'm pulling for Cam personally. I want Cam to win. I think Cam will win. Obviously, at the end of the day, like, whoever wins, we're all still growing, and these wins and losses, yeah, they matter. But at the end of the day, it's just cool that this is the game, right? But it's a close one, bro.
I'm gonna ask you this
I
question,
like
brother.
Cam.
Let me actually hold it before I want to cut you off. I want to cut you off, but I do want to ask you this. I want to see where your mind at with this. Are you the face of YouTube basketball? And if not, who is?
That's a good question. I think it's more of like there's Mount Rushmores because there's so many different categories of YouTube basketball. Because like Jesser's got 35 million subscribers. No, he's not just basketball, but you gotta respect and appreciate all the people that have paved this way, like to for all of these different avenues. You know what I mean? And I'm saying Jesser's the first one, but I'm saying like Jesser obviously he's got 30 million plus, and he isn't just basketball anymore. But and then you've got our side, right, on like the real basketball side, if you would, and then you've also got like you just got so many people that have been an important part to creating this environment of like you can make basketball online.
Yeah.
So for me to sit here and be like, yeah, I'm the face of YouTube basketball is like, why would I even want to do that? You know, I get what you're saying, and I get why the question is asked. I feel like I play a very big role in YouTube basketball and pushing YouTube basketball forward. I'm going to continue to progress what I can control, but it's like there's so many things in YouTube basketball I can't control. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's I see the correlation in why the question's asked, but maybe
Brother,
not.
you talked about the YouTubers versus pros. I made a statement talking about how I don't mind the pros coming in, but it gotta be. You see how when DA's entire interview, I enjoy watching, bro, because it's a guy that came in, respected the space, understands the importance of the space, has an underdog mentality, so he's trying to prove himself. Like it's an appreciative guy of the space, right? How do you approach pros and like because I'm having a hard time with them coming in immediately getting pay-per-views. Some of them also need to be a season to prove themselves. Like, how do you approach the pros and like them playing guys?
I think the honest answer, bro,
Yeah.
is like nobody has built this space before. Like nobody's done this before. We're all just doing this for the first time, and it feels right to make big matchups happen.
Yeah.
And I think right now what's happening is we're garnering a ton of attention from not just the YouTube scene anymore, and it's piquing interest because of the money side of things, the attention, people with the ability to just kind of like you can work on your game. There's no team, there's no practice. We don't require you to. There's no 80 to 100 games a year. It's just you. And so I think that that's enticing. I think it's a new wave. I think there's a lot that comes with it. So I think to be honest, everyone's just figuring it out. So I understand the hardship on like people shouldn't be getting pay-per-view games right away. I understand that, but I also understand like, well, they've done so much where they can be respected overseas. Where now it does come up, like it does give us a good conversation. Like who's better? Now we want to know like, regardless, we set up a good matchup. We're gonna make sure that they play. There's money on the line. Whatever somebody gets paid or whatever somebody gets for a game before a season, I feel like at the end of the day, it is what it is. We're gonna see these games, and if we start to get into more pro versus YouTuber matchups, and it's like we need to see these people need to start playing in seasons more, because to be honest, it's not like there's been 30 pay-per-views and like people are just taking over. We're only a couple in, so we're gonna make mistakes, and maybe they're not mistakes, but we gotta be willing to like have these types of conversations, which I'm excited about, because maybe we're wrong, but hopefully we're not. I think people pros coming in, getting pay-per-view games right away, it's either going to show like, damn, the YouTube side can, because it helps us too, but you can't just get them to walk in and like, you can't talk to a pro with a big name that knows what they're going to bring in a matchup against another person with a big name, whether they're not a pro or whatever, and be like, hey, will you just come do this, or like come do this thing first and then we'll give you a matchup. It's like they see what's going on. Now, that's why you take a like, people are like, oh, like that's not fair to the YouTubers that have built the space. Take a look at the card. There's one person on there, and they're making the event better. They're helping validate the event. I have respect for DA. I say what you want, but I feel
Wait. We're doing a sale, a Black Friday sale for the full week. from now until next Monday, you guys can get this It's Never Fair Love or War shirt for 40% off. If you lock in, you go to neverbedefeatedbrand.com and you support the brand. 40% off using code NBD. BF using code NBD BF. You're going to get 40% off this shirt right here. It's going quickly. Lock in with us. Love y'all. Let's get back to the video.
I feel very confident in our integrity. I know where my heart's at. I know what it's taken to build this space, and the youth side will never get left. And that's like what we fucking live, breathe, die for. Like Scotty mentions that there's so many people on the team, we all work closely with all the teams. Like, people sacrifice so much to build this space. There's no turning our backs on anybody, you know what I mean? We're definitely going to be making sure that the right games happen. So this is where I'm at with it.
What's next for you, bro? Like,
I wish I could say that, but January 1st is going to be insane. It's going to be pivotal, a huge moment in proving that, I want to say, like, anything's possible, but it seems cliche, but it's easy to say that because it's like wow, like, this is really from like putting your head down and building brick by brick. Like, when you been saying this a lot lately, like, the whole brick by brick quote and meaning has just meant so much to everything that I'm starting to understand about life lately. Family life, whatever it is, business. That shit's just real, bro. Because you think about a house that's made out of literally a whole bunch of bricks. I know this is random, but you're asking what's next for me, and I'm trying not to say too much.
Yeah.
I just want to try and explain to the people watching that it is something massive that we've been building, and it finally feels like over a decade of being on YouTube, it's come to this, and now from this we get to do all these other things. So where I'm at with it is just like, if you build a brick house and you don't want the infrastructure to be shit, you have to build that house perfect. And how do you do that? You lay each brick as perfectly as it can be laid. And every single day, and what we've been doing for a decade, represents a brick. And I just feel like we've laid as many bricks as perfectly as possible. And now we got to move on to this next house. And I'm really excited for this next chapter, if you will. But yeah, January 1st, that's what I've been up to. January 1st.
Brother, man, there's been a lot of talks about fouling in the 1v1 space, and if it needs to be fixed, how it should be fixed, all the extra stuff. How do you feel about that?
So, just transparently, I haven't heard anything. Well, I've seen some things. I haven't listened to anything about the fouling yet. What I will say is that Rob and I actually had a really good conversation on, like, I was like just talking to people and just being like, what are things that you see, because you play, you know what I mean? What are things that you see that like could be changed to make this better basketball? Not just a good 1v1, but better basketball, because now we get the pros. And the next chapter, like, we're really focused on like making it that you can come and showcase your skill, you know what I mean? And like you're saying, if you can clean up the fouls, then you can do that. What you work on in the gym can correlate.
Yeah.
If it's just hack fest, then it's going to be tough, And I feel like it's a very hard watch. For us, we want it to be good entertainment. We want it to be a good game. So fouling is definitely something we've talked about. But to go back on my thing, I was talking to Rob, and Rob brought up a good point of, like, when somebody gets fouled for a three, they only shoot one free throw and then they miss it. They could just foul every time someone shoots a three, and it'd be a strategy because they can't foul out. And I think it's a valid point. We've talked about it in the past. Scotty brought it up before. I heard about it from Rob a while ago, but Rob brought it up recently, and I wanted to at least just spin the block on the idea, talk about it. And I also think, not to go too off course, but with the rules, I want to talk about rounds possibly. I think rounds would be very interesting.
Explain.
Not necessarily spots.
Yeah.
But okay, so like in the UFC and in boxing, if you and I go out in round one You might beat me in round 2. You might beat me in round in round 1, round 2. You might beat me in round 3, but 4, 5, 6, 7, I might be able to like pace myself and really use all my advantages in 4, 5, 7 and win. Or if it's a best of rounds, then it's like knockout power. Just like in fighting, just like in one-on-one, just like one-on-one combat, it's very similar. It's if it's a best of 5, and I'm up on you 2-0, and we've already played, I don't know what the scores would be, just a thought I've been having about it, and then you get that third game, it's like, yeah, they won by knockout, like they fucking skunked them 3-0. And the scores can matter. And you could get longer games with better games. If there's better matchups, they call for longer games. If there's a matchup that is like way more lopsided than the other, then it will tell. Yes, a game to 30 will tell as well. I know very well. But let's say like a game like that, like me and Nazit ended up at 37, where I don't have that time necessarily to like regroup. He's consistently worked. Now we might see if it's a game that we think it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
We saw how it went, so let's just bear with me. So if we do have rounds and it's a best of, and maybe it is like the first 2 rounds I damn near got skunked, but maybe in that game 3 I can win, and then that. But now it looks even worse. It's like 4-1, like, and then the spread might be bigger. We may have now played to 45.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So that's just been a thought as well. The fouling, though, like, I get that. I think we need to clean it up. Other than that, we'll move on. We'll fucking clean it up. We'll get over it. We'll talk to the rest. We'll talk to the people. It's like, it shouldn't be that heavy of a topic. Fouling happens in basketball. Get over it. We'll figure it out. We'll move through. You show up and play your game the best of your ability. You shouldn't worry about the fouls. I think, yeah, it's clean. We need to, make sure there's space and make sure that it's clean enough for people to work with. But again, I gotta go back to, nobody's done this before. We're trying to build. We are building, and I think that's something that we'll take into consideration, is figuring out the fouls, making it cleaner and better.
I would say, Freak, your 2024 was probably one of the best runs I've seen, 1v1 wise. And then the following year, this year, obviously, with some of the losses, some of the wins too, it's been about even. The balance has been about even. So what are some of the things that you have learned this year?
I think, like they say, like, proof is in the pudding.
Mm-hmm.
I spent a lot of time, like the previous year, I spent a lot of time in the gym, and like I was going.
Previous year, 2024 or this year?
Yes,
2024.
2024.
Yeah,
and it translates. And then 2025, I didn't spend as much time in the gym. And I can see that correlating. It's very simple. It's very simple math, but that doesn't mean next year can't be my best year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm okay with that. Like, I've had so many years in this space where, whether it's with YouTube in general or my gameplay, like I've had good months and bad months. I just never get too down on it if I have a bad month or bad year or a bad game. It's like everything I've learned in life, I've learned through basketball anyway. And I ain't let shit in life beat me up. Like, I got where I wanted to be and then some, and we're still growing. I'm not gonna let losses and shit deteriorate my mental when I got bigger shit to worry about. It's basketball. It means a lot to me, and I want to get better, and I'm gonna continue to get better. But what I learned this year is that I need to get in the gym. As simple as that. And I'm excited to. I'm eager to. I know y'all were just talking in the chat about like that hunger to get better.
Yeah.
But I feel like I have that. And this year just showed me that. It proved to me, because, you look at like Cam's 2024. You see Cam in 2025 is in the best shape of his life, and he didn't lose all year.
Mm-hmm.
So with the way the space is growing, I'm not hell-bent on anything, bro. Just gonna keep stacking fucking bricks.
Yeah. What's been the most difficult thing about building this whole thing, bro? I'm talking about from the vlog days.
Yeah, no, the most difficult thing has been the last few years with having a family in a real life, is like, when LeBron mentioned, like, you gotta sacrifice family, blah, 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 and the internet went crazy, but people didn't understand what he was talking about, because the people that didn't understand what he was talking about don't really know. And I understood what he was talking about in terms of like sacrificing time and sacrifice. Sacrifice absolutely has been the most difficult thing because there's things you want in life and there's things that you need that you're designed to want, you know, time with your loved ones, time with your friends and family, and freedom and all of that stuff. And what I do, by all means, like, I am super grateful. I have way more free time than I think than the average person, right? And I'm super grateful for that. I know what came with building that, but that's definitely the hardest thing is like, I'm about to be gone for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when I'm home, like, my priority is being a father and a husband. That's like what I love to do. So when I'm gone, like, I really feel that weight. But when I'm gone, like, my priority is, you know, it's on work. Obviously, my number one thing is my number one thing, but you know what I'm saying? That's definitely the hardest thing. But in more of like a business answer, I think just, I don't know, man. It's a good question. I don't know. There's not really like hard points that I can like pinpoint besides the time, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's just takes time. It takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of like understanding that it's going to take time, you know?
Or is there a Friga fan member from the beginning that you was like, yeah, that motherfucker there gonna be special? That's actually doing their thing right now.
Bro, probably J. Lou, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he's just special and unique. He's like, I never seen anybody play basketball like him before. And like, people just know him. He's like literally a household name, you know? When I first ever played against him, I played against him at a rec center. So it was indoors. I got to talk to him a little bit. And I just, right away, like, I was like, wow, he moves different than anyone I've ever seen, ever. And then the next time was at a park, and he was killing there. And then that viral video of him in Tampa, Florida, of him full sprint, in and out, between, behind. And that blew him up. That night, he went from 800 followers to 17,000.
That clip is insane, though.
That one clip put him from 800 to like 17K, and then like throughout that whole week, he just went up to like 80 in a matter of days, and like that's how I was like, yeah, he's special, bro. Like, so that's who I would say.
Yeah.
If you're saying one member.
Yeah. Let's break down the matchups. Here we go.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Please, let's go.
First matchup of the day, Bucks versus Lou. Let's get to it. Who you got?
J. Lou. So I'm not gonna lie. Bucks is the favorite.
Yeah.
On paper, Bucks should win this game. But I just saw J. Lou play Day in Frigmas. I'm not gonna say much, but J. Lou looks very good right now. Episode 9. But anyway, I got J. Lou because that's my boy. I want to see him win. And 2, a little bit of recency bias. Like, he looks very good right now. Very good. I'm excited. And he's about to be a father, so you know, he's got like
he working for something
edge.
else. Yeah.
So
C4 and Tay.
I don't have an answer yet. I really don't have an answer to this. I'm gonna give you one. I just, every other game I've had to process. I'm gonna spoil something. It was actually supposed to be Tay versus BJ.
Yep.
And I don't think the people knew that, but I was having trouble with that one, and I'm having trouble with this one. Can we I actually need time on that. Because my heart. Okay.
Come on, Tay, you bugging.
Let me give me a second to think. I'll think out loud. So, what I'm thinking about, what's giving me so much of a hard time is that I know Tay's a good defender, But until you actually sit in front of C4, you don't understand how quick his first step actually is. And I think Tay's defense is great on being able to get a hand and bump, but I don't know what his lateral quickness looks like. So that's the only thing. And if C4 can use that to his advantage, it can open up a lot of other things for him, like his shot, and he can shoot very well.
Yep.
2s and 3s to 30, but Tay is just like, it's Tay, bro. It's Tay. Like, everybody loves Tay. Tay's literally my favorite player to watch in person, just the way he moves. I actually really like to watch Tay play 5-on-5 basketball. He's very fun. He's a very fun ones player just because of his pacing anyway. But I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. We need that. Give me the prediction. We need it on fire. Yeah.
Oh.
That's a tough one, man.
Right.
50-50,
It
Joe.
is, bro, because Tay doesn't shoot the ball very well in these games. And C4 shoots the ball well, but will he be ready for the game? Of course he's going to be ready. He's tough. But it's...
Tay has been more active in the space.
That's what
He's
I'm
more
like.
in 1v1 rhythm.
Tay's a safe bet.
Mm-hmm.
But something's...
Oh, he ought to go
C4. And I think I'm going to go C4.
Okay.
Go C4.
You got C4. All right. What's the next one we got? We got Keon and Reese.
Reese. I got Reese.
Oh, no. You said that too quickly. I need an explanation.
Oh, yeah. Well, what I saw from... That's so funny. Because as soon as I said it, I was like, fuck, I said that quick. And you knew right away. I'll say Reese really showed me something against Lat. And Lat is no joke. Like, I got Lat beating basically everybody, bro. I just feel like Keon's gonna have a hard time defensively. That's all. And Keon's like, if you give him 2, you're giving him 8. So if Reese can really just play a little bit more physical, I think Reese is gonna be a little more physical than we think. He's way stronger than people know, just because we haven't seen him a bunch. But I said Reese because that's just, yeah. Golly, man, on God's timing right now.
It's tough, bro. All these matchups are 50-50. Basically, all of them, really. Lat and Day.
I got Lat. He's just gonna get to 30 faster. If the game is long, it plays out in Day-Day's favor, though. It will play out in Day-Day's favor because Lat's going to be like, I'm not supposed to be here. Maybe starting to play mind games. Day-Day's going to start hitting like I'm supposed to be here. Day-Day's got the momentum, I will say right now, for sure. That makes you really want to go for Day-Day. But I don't know. There's not a lot of people on this card that I think could beat Lat.
Yeah.
I think Lat is like, he's up there for sure. I don't know what he got ranked. I think it was like 6 or
5.
I don't even want to say it. 5.
5.
Yeah,
I want to say.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, we had Rob, Cam, Rob, whatever order. Rob, Cam, Moon, Tay. I think Lat was 5th. Yeah. Rob and DA. I think this is an interesting matchup to me. I don't know how you feel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously gonna go with Rob.
Mm-hmm.
But let me explain outside of the obvious why I'm still going to go with Rob.
Yeah.
I just feel like DA's never stepped in front of Rob. So the first 15 points I think are going to be quick. Like,
damn.
Quick. And then he's going to wake up, Rob's going to have to guard. DA is no joke. I know I sit here and I'm like, I got Rob, and I'm Rob, blah blah, but like, we wouldn't think of a matchup for Rob that wouldn't, be of one that is
pushes
a stature. But his side, like when Rob checks up from 40, you have to respect 40. and if you don't respect 40, he's gonna hit 40. But if you do, he might give you a bump. You come closer, bye. You know, and he's good. He's just strong, bro.
I know.
And I know DA's strong. I know all that, and I'm sure he's got a bunch to his game that I don't know about because I haven't even really seen him play a lot. I've seen a lot of the highlights, but like compared to how much I've seen Rob play, it's like it's uncanny to me. I don't think it'll be as close as people might think it should be, but I mean, it's like a 30-20 game to me, I think.
I think DA's best advantage right now is that nobody has seen him play.
Yeah, of course. And I could be wrong. Like I'll also be first person to come out if he goes out there and beats Rob. Like I was wrong, but it's just a prediction, you know. So and I love DA's game, and I love what he's doing coming into the space and where his mind's at too. So everybody's gonna get it twisted or clip that or whatever. But I'm gonna pull for Rob, and I truly believe that Rob's where he's at because he's a great one-on-one player. And I think Darius is where he's at because he's a great fives player. Could Rob go over to CBA and average 30 plus at this moment? Probably, but would he right away? I don't know. You throw DA over there, they know who he is already. You know?
Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think DA stays? Well, not as in, like, do you think he makes more appearances?
Oh, yeah. I think so. I mean, I think so because out in Indiana, like, he was talking about his interest in the space. I think the people that we're trying to work with are people that want to actually stay, not just, like, one-off. Like, I feel like that defeats the purpose of actually growing it. You know, like, I don't want to just use somebody's name from what they've done if they don't want to like use their own name to build something for themselves too, in a way, you know, and honestly, like just work together. And I think if you work with people and just tell them about the plans a little bit, and I feel like we got a chance to actually sit and have that professional conversation, and I think it's like, hey, come out and like show that you're capable of playing. Obviously, we know he's capable. You know what I'm saying? We've never seen him. Bear with me, but you know, show you're capable of either beating one of the top guys right away, or coming in and when it's a great game and now people are like, damn, like his game translates, blah blah blah. We need to see him play Moon, or we need to see this or that. And like why not? That's the reason.
Yep.
So I love games like this. Any game, like people argue about like we were talking about earlier, the pros coming in or a YouTuber coming in or this and that, but if it's a good game, it's gonna be good for the culture, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not sleep on him. I'm not. The way his rhetoric has been towards the space and towards Rob, I'm not sleeping on him at all. I gotta be in like 30-23 Rob. But man, if he comes out and he even makes it, if he gets to 25, I'm gonna say it's low key a win. It's low key a win. It's low key. If he gets to 25, it's low key a win. But Cam versus Moon.
I mean, I got Cam. I think it's very similar to the thought with Day and Lat, as like I just think Cam's gonna get to 30 quicker. Now, Moon's last 1v1 against Zay was super fun watch, by the way.
Facts.
It started off very hot. But Moon's just, bro, I don't know, bro. It's so hard to bet against Moon. Like, you just can't. Like I said in the intro video, he's got more one-on-ones under his belt than anybody I know in the whole world. The most experience. He's got more experience than Cam. He's ranked higher. He's probably the favorite, let's be honest. And you don't think so?
Man, that shit 50-50.
I personally don't think so. I personally don't think so. But in the grand scheme of what?
It's 50-50. If you got Cam, okay. If you got Moon, okay. That's how I feel.
Let's just watch. Everybody come in, let's watch.
Yeah, that's what that is. Just pull up and come see the show. Go ahead, though, my bad.
Nah, bro, I mean,
brother, that shit.
I like Cam like 30-23.
Why 23? Why only 23 points from Moon? You think a run is going to be made by Cam to
I
separate
think it's
himself?
just a run. I think the game's close all game.
Yep.
I think Cam's gonna start hot. Moon's gonna do his thing and get hella stops and make Cam kind of a little weary on like, oh shit, like there's a possibility he comes back and makes that run. Moon takes a lead. Then they kind of going back and forth. We see some banter, and then Cam has the final run.
Yeah.
And then he takes the fucking belt off.
I'm not going to lie, bro. I think just based on who they've played this year, this is low-key for top 5 contention. I know they got Uncle Scoob in there because I'll probably throw Uncle Scoob in that 5 if Moon loses and move Cam to 6. But these guys this is one of the biggest games in YouTube history, bro. Like, I don't know if they realize it. I'm pretty sure they do. But I got that shit being 30-29 Moon, man. I got that shit being ending like a movie. I'm not even going to hold you, freak. That shit going to be 29-28, 29-27. Somebody hits the 3-ball or somebody hits the 2-ball.
I hope it's like that.
Yeah.
I hope it's like that. Cam's way, but I hope it's like that. I hope it's close. I just don't, I'm just giving my prediction. But, yeah, that's just one for the books, bro. It's really cool. I know it's just our full circle game. I keep going back to that because it's like what makes it really fun is they are close. Mm-hmm. But it does mean so much to the next steps, to the next games, to the next bag, to the next everything, the next conversation. And they both know that. So they're friends, they're cool, they're boys, they can meet up, they can talk. I don't know anybody in the world that's actually competitive, that's actually an athlete, that whether you're cool with somebody or not, that when you actually step on the field or the court to play them, you want to be friendly and banter, whatever, if we're really going. Sure, sparring, we can smile, we can have some fun. But, like, there's $25,000 on the line. They both have children. They both want to win. Like, this is real life. Yes, they're friends, they're cool, but it's like, wrap your head around the fact that this is becoming very real, and it's your friend you got to go against. It's somebody you're cool with you got to go against, and at the end of the day, I'm trying to take your heart out like you're trying to take mine.
Yeah, brother, I have a couple more questions for you. There's one question I want to ask. We was talking via DM. I'm gonna just say this because it ain't really nothing crazy. Because I posted a video about the friendliness going on in the space, specifically TNC, man. I'm so sick of it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love TNC, everything about TNC, just the friendliness for me. And then I posted something, and then you had commented under it. You was like, yeah, just wait for Nicholas. Just speak to the people about the friendliness in TNC right now, bro. Like, and what's going on. To me, that's what it is. What is it to you?
In what way do you mean, like friendliness in TNC? Like,
I just feel go ahead.
What specifically have people been saying like sticks out as the friendliness?
Oh no, it's not what people have been saying. It's what I've been saying. I just feel like nobody is going. Nobody, in my opinion, is going for the top spot. Nobody in our faction right now, in my opinion, is going to challenge Rob. Honestly speaking. I think it's more of, Rob my boy, or he's my boy, whatever the case may be. I don't think there has been I'm not talking about I hate you a B word, you whatever, you a P word. It's just more like, yo, bro, I'm coming for you. I want that spot.
I think it's possible that the pay-per-views have shifted people's mindsets and comfortability. I think it's possible. Mm-hmm. Because if you look at this card and look at the matchups that we have coming, a lot of the people are cool with each other. A lot of them are friends. Yeah. Then it's live. There's money on the line. Wins might open up more opportunity for more pay-per-views. So I think like when it comes to these games, people might feel like they're a little more real. Mm-hmm. So I think that we just have to do our job at TNC in making sure that the next thing we do, which is the next season, which you know plenty about, is not. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like I said earlier, bro, we're just growing this space for the first time. Yeah. And we're going to make mistakes. And things aren't going to work out properly at first. But if we catch that and we have conversations that allow us to make them better, then it's going to be better. So, like, this right now already is going to spark, like, we got to make sure for the season that this, that, and the other happens because this is what people want to see. And we can't deteriorate the space that the people helped build us for free and leverage it just to get them to pay for something. We need to keep the main thing our main thing while getting people to understand that their support is what helps us put on these big games to give these guys careers. Yeah. it's not like we can't sustain what we're trying to build off just YouTube. So obviously we're doing the other stuff and trying to innovate. Businesses that don't innovate die. If we did the same shit we were doing 3 to 5 years ago, we wouldn't be here right now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
get over it. We're still gonna be getting a bunch of stuff, a bunch of content that's elite. And I think having the conversation, bro, I think it's on us. Like, I think we got to take accountability and really just make sure that the next games mean something. And the more people that enter the space, the hungrier the space will continue to get. And I think that people might be comfortable now, and that's also a possibility. But as more names come into play, more pros, more people that understand the space and how to work around it because they've been watching it, they're going to come in, they're going to know how to like transcend themselves to the top, or a good game, a big game. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that answers that question.
No, it did, because basically what you said is we gotta put these guys in more high stakes games. We gotta put them in more high stakes games and make them uncomfortable.
Sure, that's a good way to look at it. And also, like, we can't be taken advantage of either.
Yeah.
I personally have zero problem coming into the gym and being like, this is what the games are. This is what's happening. These matter because this, that, and the other. Like, you win this season, these games, like, it looks real good for you to get on a pay-per-view. And we need people that are progressing over that long period, those 3-4 months, that are, consistently working on their game and winning games and or having entertaining games, not just wins and losses, but making sure that, like, your games are good, Like,
yeah.
You look good and stuff. And I feel like this season's gonna tell a lot. This next season, the way it's structured.
Yeah. That joke about to be dog eat dog world.
Yeah, bro. And the games matter a lot. And there's games that you're like, damn, this isn't a pay-per-view game, And that's what we want, because they're gonna mean just as much. Yeah, sure, there's not 10K, 25K on the line, but you win that, you might be playing for 10, 25, 50. You never know. Mm-hmm. Somebody might come knocking at our door after this next one. We might have 100 for you next time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they always say that. What's the quote on opportunity and preparation meeting time and time?
I have no idea, brother.
Something about some greatness or whatever is when preparation meets opportunity.
Yeah.
Something like that. And I feel like that's this,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How do we? This is my last question for you before I let you go.
Yeah, no,
bro.
you're good. Fun, bro. My wife went to pick up my little brother from the airport because they landed a little bit earlier, so we're chilling.
Bet, say no more. How do we get these guys to start making content consistently, man? I know we can't. You know what I'm saying? How do we get these guys to start making content, bro?
So, it's an interesting line between being a basketball player and understanding being a creator. Like, it's tough because I actually what I really want is I want to continue growing next chapter where we have divisions that can help take over that idea of helping create the content, but that people can still come up with the ideas, but we can just be the support system and the backbone that can help get it done the right way. But we're not there yet. That's why we're continually asking for support and putting out videos and doing pay-per-views and trying to build revenue so we can build a team that we can then obviously have a corporation that's got plenty of jobs for people, that people are getting real money, and it's an organization. So in due time, again, we have to stack those bricks, and that could be the next thing. But I think it just comes with, you gotta want it.
Yeah.
And you can't like force people to want it. Some people, you can tell, like, use their platform, that the platform or platforms that they're on, to obviously do their own thing and post their own thing, but it clicks for people and it doesn't for others. But I think at some point it'll just be I think right now it's just a tell-all of trying to figure it out. Like I said, it's not perfect. These are probably mistakes that some guys are making, or these guys are making these mistakes early now so that the next people that might come in and shine know, like, as soon as I get into this space, I gotta start my brand. Like, you take a guy like Malik, right?
Yeah.
Like, Malik's got the small guard brand going on. He's posting consistently. He's got his training going on. And would never take credit for anything he's building on his own, but I'm sure that performing on Next Chapter has helped give him a platform to say that he still competes at a high level and validity to train kids and to do youth basketball camps and to make and generate money off of it, and in a good integrity way, not exploiting youth, but genuinely like building a brand around something. And I fuck with that. I also think like if he does that over a long period of time and keeps winning and keeps stacking these days and these bricks, I think that looks real good for him. But I think that, again, there's a division of the Next Chapter that needs to continue to be built that can step in and help. And we obviously have conversations and we help in ways that we can, but that is 100% the next thing that I would love to continue to build. We are working on it, but, you know, Rob's starting to post some stuff here and there. Cam and I have a one-on-one, me and Cam one-on-one on Cam's channel dropping here soon. It should be dropping in the next couple of days, actually. Maybe. Might have to wait for post.
It's on Cam channel?
It's on Cam's channel, but,
okay.
You know.
Oh, you know what? You know what? You know what?
I mean, you might have to wait post pay-per-view to post it.
Talk that shit, Fred. Talk that shit. Brother, I'm not gonna lie, man. I think this space is, when I first joined, I think that was 2022. It's just light years ahead of. If you would have told me in 2022 I'll be doing this, and this, I would say, boy, you a damn liar. This space has grown tremendously. Where do you see it like in the next 3 to 5 years?
I'll answer that question in a second. I want to give you your flowers too, bro. Like you were talking about when you first got in the space, like you're a big part of the community.
Yeah.
And staying consistent and showing people like literally never be defeated. Like what you stand for is what you are and what you rep, and I really fuck with that. Gotta give you your flowers on that. Like you've been crushing it, and like you said, you've seen this space in the last 2 years, and you've literally been a part of like everything. So definitely flowers there for sure. And I think 3 to 5 years, it's hard to tell. It's very hard to tell, but I'm thinking arenas.
Shit.
You know, I'm thinking arenas. I'm thinking Saudi Arabia, overseas, like big massive events overseas. It's not even where do I think it'll be in 3 to 5 years. It's where I know this space will be in 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
And if it's not 3 to 5 years and it's 5 to 8, we'll keep stacking those bricks, but it will get there. I just don't understand why it wouldn't. You know what I mean? I've been in this space for a decade now, and like I've seen so many different eras of YouTube basketball, social media basketball online, and to call 3 to 5 years is so difficult. But you can create the future instead of just try and predict it, you know?
Damn, you've been through you old ass dude, man. Shit.
I keep saying a decade. I gotta say 10 years. It's a little bit better.
Jesus Christ. So you saw Flight, Sell, Cash. Then you saw Friga Fam. No, you saw the 5v5 stage. Then your old ass saw the beginning of 1-on-1. And now your old ass is making UFC a 1-on-1. You old as hell, man. No funny.
Yeah, bro. I'm 27 though.
No.
I'm 27.
Listen, I got an older brother. He's 32. When I first introduced, not introduced you to him, but when I first showed him your content, hey, Friga 35? So nah, he's 25. You was 26 at the time. That nigga said, what? Ain't no way that nigga 26, man. Oh,
that's fucking awesome.
You old as
That's
shit,
hilarious.
Bro.
I feel like damn near, well, I wouldn't even say that. Like, I feel young, bro. I still feel like 20, 22. But you know, the thing is, like, having kids, having a family and a real life, that shit really matured me quick. Like, I thought I was, like, maturing in my life, and I was having, like, random stupid beefs, and, like, money was, like, a big focus, and it was, like, when I first moved down to Florida, and we didn't know what was going on, you know, like, it was around COVID time, and then, boom, I had my first son, and started realizing, like, what real life actually is, and what things actually matter, And then I feel like I just took on this persona of like older man to the social media world.
Man of wisdom.
But people, yeah, I mean, people are funny. They run with it and like talk about like CEO and owner vibes and stuff. I'm still like
It's
out
the
there on
vibe.
the court.
Vontae,
But
it's the vibe, brother. I'm telling you, I've been getting that vibe since early this year. I say, yo, Vontae in a different like mindset right now. Like, you feel me? But
we're trying to grow a multi-billion-dollar company so we can feed families, bro. And so, there's just so much time that's like orchestrated in so many different areas, bro.
hold on, you cutting out. You can hear me?
Yeah.
You get, all right, but I ain't gonna lie, Vontae. I won't keep you too long. I got J. Lou coming up here. We already been talking for an hour. Is it
Lou?
J. Lou pulling up? Real talk. J. Lou
Dang.
pulling up. Then I got Keon pulling up.
Oh, you got a legendary
Oh yeah, bro.
little stream.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
bro. We've been grinding, bro. Last I had T, Archie, Lat, and one. Yeah, we've been grinding, bro. Any last words you got for the people
Yeah.
that you're about here, man? What's going on? Let the people know what's up.
Bro, I don't want to leave. I want to come back.
You want to pull up?
love
You can
this.
pull up after I'm done with Keon. Hey, you know
I
I'm
gotta
with
go
it.
see my brother, bro. I gotta go see my brother. I'm just saying I don't want to come. I'll be back. I don't want to leave.
Hey,
Tell
brother.
Lou I said what's up.
Yes,
Lou
sir.
money line. You guys already know.
Yes, sir, Freak. Appreciate you pulling up, buddy.
Bro, thanks for having me. You're fucking crushing it. I'm happy for you, bro. I'm excited to keep growing. I know we work closely together anyway, so this interview feels like it's funny because we're having a professional conversation. I might go call you a bitch behind closed doors. Like our DMs the other day, we got hot. We almost had to fly in 1v1.
Nah,
out of nowhere.
me and Freak check it up though. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta play Freak. I gotta get in the gym, man. I gotta get in the gym. Pooh! I gotta get in the gym, chat.
I said, shut up and hit record. Oh, I don't know. You said something about people being soft on your story. I said, shut up and hit record, pussy, before we got to check up. He said, I don't run from
What I said? Check that shit out. I gotta get in the gym though. Damn. I'm gonna get fried if I ain't in the gym. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, I'll text you about something right after this, but I can't say it here.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. I texted the ABC chat on Sunday. What happened? Again.
Oh, yeah. You gotta
We'll put something out about it, but you know what I mean. So we got some time. Summer 2026.
Oh yeah. We could def do that. We could def do that. 100%. I gotta get in the lab though, Freak. When I tell you I'm ass right now, out of rhythm,
bro.
bricking shots,
Muscle memory.
handle out of whack. I gotta really get back in the gym. Let me ask you a question before you get out of here. I ask everybody this question before they leave. Give me your top 5 point guards. Be respectful.
Top 5 point guards
Yes.
of all time?
Yes.
I wish the of all time.
No, I don't need it. I don't need all that, man. I don't need all that right now. I don't need it. I need
Because
your
I
top
didn't get to
5.
watch these people. All right? Number 5. Kyrie.
Okay.
Number 4. Magic Johnson. You're talking point guards. Number 3, Russell Westbrook. Number 2, Steph Curry. And number 1, I kind of just started rambling. I didn't have a number 1. Hold on.
As long as you got that man in that top 5, we're gonna be good friends. The minute you don't, it's fuck you.
Amen. I've always been a Russell Westbrook fan, by the way. I think I've told you this before. Before my high school games and college games, I would watch Russell Westbrook highlights, bro. I was trying to get on that rim.
Don't try to butter me up before our one-on-one. Don't try to butter me up before our one-on-one. I don't want to hear that from you right now. I don't want to hear that from you.
All Russ Westbrook middies on you in the ones.
You're not even a mid-range jump shooter. You're not a 1-2 dribble pull-up.
I'm getting to it. You have no idea. I'm getting to it. You don't know what I'm doing. You just asked about what I'm doing. You don't know what I'm doing.
You're not getting to 1 dribble pull-ups, 2 dribble pull-ups off the jab work. You're a sidestep guy. You're a sidestep guy. You're a downhill
No.
sidestep guy. You counter, you spin to the fade. I know your game already. You're a hard right. If you go left, you're going to go back. You're going to spin fade. You're going to do the inside hand layup. I know your game already, buddy. I know you're a clean defender.
But I'm going to get the bucket, though. Like, if you can't, you know what I mean? You're not going to stop it.
Okay. 2026, chat. Friga.
I know your game, too.
What you say?
You're going to be like this. Pace. Pace.
I do be like that. I do be like
Little lefty.
I do be like that.
I know
Two-pace dribbles.
Yeah, I know what the shot. I can picture the shot exactly. I know the shot. I know it.
Bro, get off my live, bro. I'm not trying to
know
hit
when it's
nothing
coming.
anymore. As long as you got Westbrook
All
top 5. Is he? No, real talk. Oh, he left. I have one more question for him. He lucky. He just dipped out like that. He lucky he dipped out like that. That's how Rob be hanging up the phone. Rob, if you watching this live right now, stop hanging up the damn phone like that. You did that to me earlier too. Rob, I got something for you. Next time we chat. And send this clip to Rob, man. I'm not playing with Rob, bro. Rob or Friga. Look at that Christmas tree in the background, man. Look at that Christmas tree in the background, man. Shout out, man. Shout out my lady, man. Shout out my lady. See you on the next video, man.